I have not figured out still how to get the frame to do the picture and landscape version. So I'm just going to record and keep looking at instructions on Google for for when I'm recording these videos. Okay, a friend of mine asked me to make a travel book for a friend of theirs. So this is my test case for someone else. I have a cousin whose favorite color is green and who likes butterflies. So I was like, well, let me try this on one that's not requested, so I can make sure I know what I'm doing before I try to make a real version of it. So it came out very, very well. I really like how it came out. You can see that I used the crocheted yarn thread as the tie. I did put one grommet in, one eyelet in to run the thread through, and then I tied knots on either side of the thread. I'll show you the one on the inside when I open it up, but I want to show you the outside first to tie the thread in. I chose to do the wraparound binding for this one so that, because if it's a travel journal, you want it to be something that you can take different ways, and when it runs out of paper, you want to be able to put more paper in it, because it's more like a tool than a tool to facilitate a journal, more so than just a journal. So I used wraparound binding for this one with that same cotton thread, and washi tape on the edges. I had a washi tape that's got just butterflies on it, and I know she loves butterflies. So I wrapped the edges with butterflies and sewed it down to keep it in place instead of gluing it down. I glued it down too, but I wanted to sew it down as well. And plus it also gives it a little bit of decorative stitching on the outside. So this is did I put it? Oh, I tied it upside down. This is right side up, and you can tell it's right side up because this is where the butterflies are. So the final flap closes over the top instead of closing under the top, which is another way you could have done it. And like I said, I tied knots on the inside and outside so the thread will stay, the tie will stay where it is. It will not... you don't have to worry about getting it to the right length to make sure it can close or has enough length left over to tie it. It actually kind of made it a little bit too long. And then on the inside, you've got the same, a different, like a brighter, a goldish kind of green. And for the whole weight, I did not embellish with stickers or any other kind of decorations for this one. For the writing board, I made a discovery. The paper that I've been laminating, when I put 2 pages back to back, when I cut it down to size, of course, it comes apart because it's not holding it together. The lamination is not holding it together. So I had to glue these back together, and then just decided to use up the last of this particular roll of washi tape to make the writing board particular to this journal. And this one does not have lines on it. It's just a hard surface to write on because all the paper that I used in this one has lines on it. I just happen to have some green room notebook. As you can see, it's got the green room logo on it, and it's got lines on one side and not on the other side. But on the other side, oh, I thought those showed through, but they don't really show through. But again, I don't write on the back side of my paper anyway, so I didn't even notice that. So I've got the green room paper, regular notebook paper that's just a nice neon green color, and engineering paper, which for anybody who was also trained as an engineer knows is green as well. So this is almost all of my green paper, but it is what it is. So I tied it on the inside since it's wrap around, and when these are used up, it's secure enough to hold it, but also loose enough to where you can pull sheets out, put sheets back in, but it'll be easier to just replace the whole thing wholesale once this runs out. And I contemplated putting together a set to go with it of paper to replace it, but I don't want to deplete my paper stocks too much, so I have not decided what I'm going to do about that. So you've got the cover, which is, again, file folders treated to look like leather and then painted to match the color of my cousin's preferred color or favorite color. And to make the paint, this is just a point of interest. To make the paint that I used to color this, I actually had old makeup. And I don't wear makeup. I bought it specifically as pigment. So I took old makeup and pigment and a mica powder and put all the different shades of green that were in that particular makeup pack in something that I could, crush it and make it powdery again, and then put all-purpose glue over that and mixed it up. And that is where these pigment comes from. So in this one, you see more of the more of the darker green tones because I made this one first and then had to add more stuff to it to make this one. This one has more of the mica powder than the makeup. This one has more of the makeup, all the different green shades of the makeup that I was using. So yeah, it came out very, very well. The only drawback is that I will never be able to replicate that color unless I buy that same makeup pack, which I won't because I don't wear makeup. And I've learned that it's better to just buy paint outright than it is to create my own pigments because there's a lot of waste and mess involved in that process. As you can see from the background that I am filming this on, a lot of waste and mess in that process. This is just my trial version of a travel journal. If the person who I know loves this color and these motifs sees this video, then she will see it in the mail because I'm going to try to put it in the mail to her today and then start on the one that I was asked to make. So I really like this. This will be like a template sort of for travel journals. Now, one drawback is I'm not sure how well the stickers, because she gave me some motifs for the one she wants for her friend. So I'm not sure how well the stickers are going to stick on this surface. So I'm probably going to have to maybe adjust how I paint it and how I get the colors that were requested. And we'll see where it goes.